The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movements start from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.
We didn't get to the Omaha's favorite, most disliked, lovable, hated person in Omaha.
It's everything.
Houston Alexander with us.
Hey, man, you are from Texas, and my name is Houston. You from Texas?
Yeah.
How's an African? From Texas. How does that work out?
Immigration.
You better be glad your family.
All right, we getting canceled today because we putting that out. No edit. I'm gonna let them come at.
You better be glad that your family didn't come in during the Trump era. Man, y'all would be gone.
We all probably about to be gone.
Nigerians love Trump, unfortunately. Not my folks, but Nigerians love Trump. They had a whole celebration. I'm dead ass in Nigeria. They had a whole.
Is it true? Did your dad like anybody American when he came here?
What you mean?
Because they say that Nigerian or Africans don't like American blacks. How did that go down with your dad?
My dad is completely different from the traditional landscape of Nigerians coming over and immigrants. It's completely like my dad was an artist as far as literally drawing and stuff. Like working with his hands.
So he was the African version of an African hippie.
Not necessarily, but his
state of mind was different.
Yeah, he's very just different. He's far more open minded.
But is it true? Is it true that when Africans come over here, they act the way they act sometimes? Have you seen that?
There's a lot to it. That's a whole nother discussion.
Okay, that's a whole nother podcast. That's a whole nother podcast.
That's not just the people from the African nations. It's also when immigrated what they're told and what they're taught.
See, so that is true.
There's a lot to it. But
last year I found out that I was 60% Congolese.
You did 23?
Yeah, I did that. So even though I'm light skinned as hell, the don't let the big lips and big hands fool you. That's that Congolese. So Nigeria. So hey, don't get it twisted.
Family's light skinned people in my family. Like my great grandfather was a 7-foot light skinned man with freckles over.
And my grandfather was your complexion. Hey, the first Houston was your complexion. It looked just like your
That's
boy.
That's how it happens.
Yeah.
So, and you are from what continent are you from?
Well, let's see. How far back did my mom go?
Yeah,
on my mother's side, she went back to the early 1800s. So she stopped right when the slaves came in.
Oh, wow.
And my great-great-great-grandmother was a slave owner. Her name was Millie Kelly.
She was a slave owner?
Yeah, she was a white woman. Great-great-great-great. Yeah. My grandfather's grandma.
And the last name was what?
I can't remember her last name, but Lee, my mom's last name, that is slave name, of course. And then
that's
on
the family in Texas.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's
Tyler,
a lot
Texas, because we from the same people.
Yeah.
True story. I fought in Charleston, North Carolina, and the first place South Carolina, excuse me. And the first place they took me was downtown. It was like the old market area, and the old market area was a slave area where they used to sell slave. And I looked out to the Atlantic Ocean, and you saw where they brought in the first slaves, and it was crazy. I felt the spirit.
It's a major seaport, just like Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah. So you've been obviously you've been down there.
I was down there. Yeah.
Y'all should watch the documentary with Gabrielle Union that just came out. Her and Dwayne Wade. I forget what is it, Sierra Leone, where they docked all the slaves. It was like the castle on the coast.
I'm blanking, and I know exactly what it is.
Okay.
I'm just blanking, but
probably wrong country. But anywho, they walked them through the last passage before going on the slave trip. And like Gabrielle Union's mom had a whole breakdown. Dwayne Wade had a whole breakdown because there was a correlation between sports and slave trade. It was just it was wild to witness. But
well, you know what's crazy is that y'all from Texas. Both of y'all from Texas?
People from Texas.
People from Texas and you from Texas. And it's amazing that you have a Juneteenth. Everyone been celebrating Juneteenth forever before they made it a so-called holiday. But why are we celebrating Juneteenth when that was supposed to have been the time where slaves finally they were free? Why are we celebrating the fact that we's free in Juneteenth? Why are we celebrating that? Why did the people in Texas celebrate that?
But that because that happened in Texas. One,
I know that
2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, and we celebrate it because it's a symbol of what was supposed to be our freedom to being equal and being able to take part in the country as humans. It did not play out like that, but it also, you got to remember, from 65 when we found out to 67 when we found out to the next 40 years was our greatest era in building. We built the majority of our black colleges, businesses, neighborhoods. So that Reconstruction era was a reconstruction times 2 or 3 for the black community. So we should celebrate it because we don't have any other days we should be celebrating in this country.
If I'm down in Texas and some colonel comes on a horse telling me, now you guys are free from 2 years ago, I would have whooped his ass off that horse.
Hey.
You would have whooped his ass earlier, but you didn't. So that's a whole nother conversation.
We done came a long way with a long way to go.
Conversations that should have been had.
Not just y'all free, but
I forget you are a history buff like I am.
Yeah, but it also said get off my land. So they sent you out to the wild. You had to go figure it out.
Yeah. And some went back.
And there were some. They don't tell all the stories. There was some, like even my family on my mom's side, the people who owned our ancestors actually divvied up their land and gave it to the slaves.
Wow.
So we actually had some land, I believe in Arkansas, I want to say.
Okay.
Was where our family got traced back to. And actually divvied it
so do they still own it?
Some do.
Okay, because I know after Lincoln, because we were supposed to get our 40 acres on a mule after the war. And when Lincoln got killed, they had the racist vice president from down south take away the 40 acres of the mule. He immediately took all that away. He immediately gave all the Southerners who lost their land because of the war back to them. And that was when the time period we were supposed to get our 40 acre and a mule, but the vice president, who was a racist guy at the time, took it away. So, okay. 2025?
Yeah. It just happened last year. No.
Right, no facts. And they tearing down the Black Lives Matter building right now.
Well, hey, they're taking away everything. So it's crazy. But hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If they'd have owned it, they wouldn't be able to take it down. So I'm not even upset. There you go. There you go. We don't own the street where they put a big old Black Lives Matter deal.
Good point.
Yeah. So we don't own the street. You're right. You're right. And all the gang members, if you're out there listening to us right now, you don't own the blocks that you're gang banging on. Stop your hijinks.
I can say something worse, so I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't want to have no problems out here.
Oh man, hey, just stop. Hey, no gang member can get mad at me saying hijinks. First, look it up. Look up the word hijinks.
Oh, good. Speaking of history, Houston is here to not only bother us and bother your soul, but Houston has been known as somebody who actually cultivated programming to teach a lot of our history, especially as it revolves around the origins and the originality of hip hop.
Okay, you're gonna bring he gonna reel it in right now. Way to reel it in.
We got to. We fishing. So with that, you created your school. I'm gonna call it a school because it can be a school. But your school, your program, Culture Shock.
Okay.
And I want you to let the people know more about what it is, how it got started, and what you're doing with it now. Okay,
well, the Culture Shock School Tour started in early 2000 with a radio station called Hot 107.7, 97.3 in the early 2000. It was an upstart station, and they were catering to the black community, and it was supposed to have been the exact opposite of the radio station they was trying to go up against. Well, which was not hip hop, and it was mainstream. So what they did was they wanted the new radio station which we started working for, which would be Busy Bee and DJ Rip and DJ Soul, all the guys from the neighborhood who either were DJing, promoting, or doing some music. We was recruited to this radio station, which was Hot 107.7, and what they try to do is they wanted to get out into the community more. So I had this idea from the late '90s of going into the schools and teaching the kids about hip hop culture, because a lot of the times when you're growing up, the kids don't know nothing about the culture.
Right?
They think rap music is hip hop. No. Hip hop is the culture. Rap music is something coming out of the culture, but hip hop is the culture. And so I presented the idea to the radio station, and we started going to the schools, asking the principals if we can go in and talk to their whole entire school about the hip hop culture. We wanted to bring DJs. We wanted to bring b-boys. We wanted to show graffiti art. We wanted to, rappers, beatboxers. We did all that in the beginning, and that was the blueprint I had in the late '90s.
Wow.
So, and we presented that to the radio station, and they pushed us out there to do it. Thomas Harvey, Mr. Harvey up there at the TAC building, he gave us permission to go into the schools, and we're still one of the only organizations that can go in and out of the school system by asking the principals if we can do so. So from that day forth, from promotion for the radio station, getting a co-sign from the TAC building, which is the centralized building of OPS, we started going to the schools teaching the kids about hip hop culture. We would do 300 kids, the administrators, and everybody that was involved with the school, and we would do all this. We've been doing this since 2003, which would be probably over 20 years. So that was the premise of what we wanted to do, going to the schools and teach the kids about hip hop culture, because shaking your ass, wearing Michael Jordan tennis shoes and having a fly car was not just about the culture. The culture to us, and you know better as a DJ and you being in the culture as well, it's about music, and it's about the dance, and it's about the art. And right now, watching all this blossom online, people are doing things and taking hip hop to the next level as far as culture, and that's what we want to do in Omaha. We want to, or not even just Omaha, abroad as well.
Right.
We want to teach the kids, from elementary, middle school, high school, and in community organizations about our culture, which is the hip hop culture.
That's beautiful. With you doing a program like that for so long, like I feel like back in the day, Omaha was always the city that adopted sounds from other places or was hip to, what was the current commercial trend based off of what somebody else was saying. As the years progressed, did you feel like hip hop culture started to create or have more of an influence in Omaha than it did before?
You know what's funny? Omaha, and we thought for a long time, was in the middle of the country. There's a town in Kansas. If you were a history guy, there's a town in Kansas that is in the dead center of the country. We thought we were in the middle, but no. But anyway, Omaha is in the middle, and we're getting music from the West Coast.
Right.
We're getting music from the East Coast, down south, and up north. So I think the Midwest itself is a good gumbo of all these different styles put together. Some of the best funk bands that's been in the 60s and 70s come from where, E?
From here.
From the Midwest. The Ohio players.
Right.
Michael Jackson, them are from Gary, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? So some of the best funk mixture is from the Midwest. So I think the Omaha sound, because I had a radio show playing independent music from this area and abroad. I think Omaha sound came from everybody, and that's why you have a Nelly.
Facts.
See? And that's why you have an Eminem. That's why you have a Twister.
Right.
And that's why you have a Kanye West. Because all those are a mixture of every type of rap style in hip hop. So I think Omaha is the same way. We have a mixture of all the rap styles in the hip hop, but I think the industry all they do is just concentrate on one type of rap style, and that's all you get is the Sexy Reds and this and this and that what they're promoting.
There's
nothing wrong with that, but we need some type of balance.
Yeah. No,
so,
for sure.
but I think Omaha, Nebraska area, and the Midwest area is a mixture of all the styles put together.
Yeah, and it's funny because that's one thing I said when I moved here. It's like you don't have a sound here and that can be a positive or a negative.
Right.
Because you have the ability, and just from a geographical standpoint, this is a middle passage, a throughway, even on the highway system.
Mm-hmm.
So we already know what came from the West Coast and going to the East Coast. You come through here, right? And you can get almost point A to point B across the country through this place. So with that, on an energy level and a musical level, we have the ability to take and be transient with all of the cultures and be a kind of a melting pot here. And it's crazy. One of the things I said that Omaha never really capitalized on
What's that?
was the various cultures and flipping, being hip hop in those cultures that are present. When you look at the history of South Omaha and the Latino, this primarily Mexican culture, we should have capitalized on that in a very hip hop way, which is take what's traditional and put your spice on it.
No, there's been a lot of artists. There's been a lot of artists,
but hear me out too.
Yeah.
We now are either the largest or second largest population for South Sudanese.
Okay.
We come with a traditional style, music, and culture that in hip hop, what we do is take traditional and put our spin on it, put some fresh on it. We haven't capitalized off of that and put our spin on a hip hop spin on those cultures.
Yeah.
And I keep saying this, and this is a free ticket for somebody. There's got to be a producer that's just going to start like, hey, why don't I? We've
had
the culture comes out of that.
We've had, but I think me hearing the sounds and me hearing rappers from 03 to when I stopped working with Power 106.9 in 2020. There's been artists who's mixed all those different types of styles you're talking about, but no one was getting promoted because this area is not known as a musical
business
town.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like if you go on the East Coast and all the industry, that all the industry magazines and everything's there, or go on the West Coast when people started independently doing their own music down there, and even down south when you had DJ Screw and all those guys down there doing their own thing, and even up north when you had Prince following the blueprint of doing everything by himself. So, but what I would say about people from the Midwest in hip hop is that if you've studied the culture, I know more about West Coast than a lot of people who are from the East Coast.
Right.
And I probably know more about the East Coast than most people on the West Coast. I probably know more about people up north than people down south. Vice versa. So because I've heard all the type of music, it's gone through the pipeline either through the military or we had our mom and pop stores, and Leola's Records and Tapes was one of those places that got independent music and mainstream music from all over.
No facts. I grew up on West Coast music.
Oh, see?
All my mom played was West Coast rap.
But y'all from the Midwest,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But we got all those different types of mixtures of music that did come through here, and so we've been privileged to know all the different type of cultures. But to your what you were saying is that you're right. I don't know if we didn't capitalize on that, or because you got to leave to come back. You have to leave to come back.
Do you feel like that's the case now? I personally don't.
No, it's still the case. Matter of fact, the one person I see that's been that left, Ching Diamond. Ching was it? Is it Ching? Is it
Ching?
Ching Diamond? Yeah. She's on what she's in Miami doing what? What is she doing?
Hip hop.
Loving hip. Okay, but her mother was a rapper in Omaha. Yeah. Her mother rapped in Omaha. Her mother gave her the formula, and she kind of took that I think from her mother, and because her mother was an ill rapper back in the day, but Ching Diamond still had to leave to come back. She did videos here. But she still had to leave to come back.
And I think the thing with that too is we're in an era now. We kind of spoke about this in our last interview. We're in an era now to where social media gives you more access to things that we did in the past, right? And for example, like Ching, being connected with certain people in certain areas has allowed her to travel and continue to flourish and things of that sort. But she still continues to be a part of home and be a part of the city.
Yeah, and the internet did help her.
Yeah.
But look how long it took her. Look how long it took her though, because she's been grinding for a while. And again, her mother helped her out, and that's been 10, 15 years. You know, I remember early 2000s when her mother was trying to promote her. So it's just crazy how, again, the internet helps, but you still got to grind.
Experience.
You guys are grinding right now. Man, you've been doing this show for how long?
3 years.
3 years. You know, Joe Budden's been doing it, I don't know, what, a couple of years?
Almost 10 years. They just had 10 years.
10 years. And they were.
He had a jump start.
And I'm mad that we didn't jump on this a long time ago. You know, but see, we didn't, no one jumped on this until COVID. You know what I'm saying? And COVID was a push for that. But see, you're grinding, and now I think what you guys are doing right now is real helpful to our community.
No, facts. And I'll even to the point of leaving and coming back. Like I moved to LA for 8 years, worked in the industry.
Wow.
There was a point where I said, okay, I'm doing all this in LA, but it's people who's talented back in Omaha. Let me bring that back in Omaha. With it being 2025, I just feel like there's so many resources like us and so many different avenues where folks can not feel like they necessarily have to leave. But the experience piece is the biggest part about it.
But you brought it back, and that's cool that you brought it back, but people are lazy.
They are.
People are lazy. I don't care how talented of an artist you are. You know, you are goofy if you're that talented and you're lazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care, and I don't care where you're from. If you're talented enough, and with the access of the internet, there was one of the artists that used to come to the station. I guess he got big, and I forgot his name. But what he did was he told us he did a rendition of someone's song every Sunday for the whole year. He did a different song every Sunday till someone discovered him. And he was from Texas as well. I'm forgetting the guy's name, but he said he did a different song of someone else's every Sunday. And people were looking for him every Sunday to do a different song. And he just kept doing it for like a couple of years straight every Sunday, and somebody discovered him. Okay, the internet is an outlet, but you gotta stop being lazy. I don't care if you're from Omaha. I don't care if you're from Booty Knuckle, Texas. If you grinding, you could be the first one out of Booty Knuckle, Tennessee or Texas, wherever it is, to make it if you're grinding.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, just because you got a fancy toolbox, don't mean you know what you're doing with it. And that's what
we talk about this all the time.
It's just a fancy toolbox. You got everything that you need. We got recording stuff on our phones. Now there's a certain level you want to get to, but you still have to put in the work, the time, the effort. And for me, you know, the currency is not just money, but the current. It's energy. Yeah. Put your energy where you say you want to get to. That's the only reason, like, somebody like Sierra is flourishing, got her magazine. That's the only reason why this even exists and has been able to elevate. That's the only reason why Culture Shock is still in existence this far down the road and still able to get in schools and still teaching the culture.
But you got to put in the work, man. And yet, just say, you know, I believe you started this podcast during COVID, right? Somewhere around there?
Yep, around there.
Now, just think, if you would, you know, COVID is over, maybe you know, I'm done with that now. I'm good. I'm gonna move on to something next. You could have easily gave up in doing the podcast. What made you continue to do the podcast? You guys do the podcast?
It's simply just a gap. I mean, there's a gap here that we recognize that we're lacking industry here when it comes to entertainment, period. We're lacking the industry portion of it, meaning if somebody comes to the city, we don't make them feel like an artist or an entertainer here because we don't have the infrastructure.
Right.
Right. When you go to New York, you know you on a media run. Yep. You know you got this. You got photo shoots. You got media run. You know you can go get some jewelry. You know you can go do this. You feel like, oh, they're putting in this. You can go do a club appearance. You can do this. That's all a part of the industry, and we were severely lacking a media piece.
Okay.
There's that portion. There's the portion of just wanting to be an outlet for and a spotlight for people who are here with the talent and the work ethic. And to grow that out to where people have a spot here where they feel like, hey, I can get recognized for what I'm doing. Somebody cares. Y'all can learn more about me. And even if it's a small scale, it's a starter to push them to where they at. It's funny because there's actual stories about us basically like popping people's cherry when it comes to podcasts, right? One of those is Trishana.
Okay.
It was her first real podcast that she went and did.
Yeah.
on her Rick Ross, eating booty, all that good shit. Right? So, but she went viral about 4 or 5 times.
Right.
I'm not comfortable with this big man to my left talking about popping cherries.
It's all good.
I thought you were going to say eating booty.
Yeah.
Gonna move over a little bit.
But
he a big dude, right?
But no, it's creating a space to where we can we know we have the talent.
Right.
We just don't have the industry infrastructure.
So if I'm an artist coming to your town, you guys are trying to be that outlet for me to
tap into,
tap in, sit down, and right before I go to my concert, y'all trying to sit down with this guy, get her or his input on the industry, and you go do your thing, right?
100%, because
that's dope.
Working with certain organizations, they send these artists. And then the first thing their publicist asks is, send us a list of your urban media or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cricket.
So you tapped in?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
See, that's what happens when you
just don't remember me from back in the day.
No. I remember. No, I'm just making. No, I'm just saying. Are you tapped in?
Oh no, tap.
See, I know you tapped in. Anytime you wear white boots, that's when you know you tapped in.
It's all white.
Look at that. Are they cream? Are they cream?
Cream.
Okay. Are the cash
cream.
moves everything around you? Huh? Okay. She got the creams on.
But no, it's really, really sad to see. So having Streets A&R, I feel like since I've been a part of this team, we picked up, or have at least have attempted to pick up the talent that comes through this city. Because it shouldn't be appear on stage and then you don't even know what Omaha looks like. You just know what the inside is playing in the car.
Yeah, and we still have to ask and push for it, right? Even though, and we still battle. That's the battle in itself. Like, y'all literally know we exist. Some of y'all we working directly with, and y'all don't mention us.
Yeah.
And we still got to push, but we've been able to
get... people are lazy, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
They don't see the value in it. They don't see the value in having a media in the city.
But it
brings value to the city, to the
culture. But we know as being in the entertainment business, that there's some value with sitting down with you guys. But see, not everybody sees the value because they got these. See, but they think they can just get on the phone and think they can get a whole crowd at an event when you still have to do podcasts. You still have to get on your phone. You still have to do flyers. You still have to pass out, pamphlets. You still got to let everybody know on every type of media that you exist as an artist. Whether you're an artist, whether you're writing books, whether we are doing your podcast, you still got to go out there and politic.
That footwork.
Period. Yeah. You got to put the footwork out, just like the boots. The boots is made for walking. You got to walk the boot, walk it out.
Yeah. Oh, that's
DJ Unk style. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. DJ
oh man, rest in peace, boy.
It's crazy.
Then this is when you've been putting in some work. Look at this man's sweater. Look at it. You put in some work when you went down. No. Ever since
the lack of elbow grease. Burnt the hole in this bitch. The lack of elbow grease.
I'm just telling you, man. Ever since I've known this man, he's been working, and we don't talk all. No, we don't talk all the time because I'm working and you working. But every time I see you always working. We doing the hip hop labs, trying to do hip hop on another scale with the Highland Center and stuff like that.
Yep.
And guess who's doing their thing with each other. If you're putting in the work, you're going to see the same people's put in the work.
Oh, absolutely.
Just like your producer. Look at his hair. See, he put in the work when his hair, he don't even know we're talking about him. His hair is extending out of that hat. Because guess what? He didn't have time to blow it out.
No braids.
No braids. No Frenchies in his hair. See, see, that's all right.
Putting in the time.
He put in the work.
Sitting here with you, it makes me think back and reminisce.
What's that?
Working shows for Chanel Hickey, and I'm literally 15 years old.
Chanel.
And at backstage telling chicks, yeah, you can go in, no, you can't go in, and driving Chrysler 300s with Ciroc in the trunk.
Hold on,
and I'm 33.
But hold on, because Chanel, I remember Chanel was doing this thing.
Yeah.
And when he bought Martin Lawrence, see, when they brought Martin Lawrence, and when he had his show at the radio station.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he had a show at the radio station. And now, from what I understand, Chanel is doing stuff for Mike Epps.
Oh wow.
See, so again, you see how, even Chanel, even the same guy we're talking about, Chanel messed up a lot of stuff in Omaha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Chanel, I know you listening to your boy right now.
Yeah.
We know you messed up a lot of stuff in Omaha, but then he sneaks in town every once in a while. Y'all know what he does. Ain't nothing wrong with that because me and Chanel cool.
Yeah.
But you sneak back in Omaha every once in a while, and but see, man, you need to make things right.
Right.
Because you did a lot of goofy stuff. And messed up the market for a little bit, but then now that you back on track, Chanel, bring it back, bring it back to the show. And even come on over here and sit down and talk to Big E.
Yeah, come on.
Come on and talk to me. Yeah, come on, Chanel.
Who was a mentor for a long time, but even out of the bullshit, the beauty of it is, to have.
Have you spoke to Chanel?
It's been a long time.
Oh man.
It's been a long time.
Chanel,
like, 'cause he had the youth organization first.
Yeah.
And then that's when he started doing concerts, and he used us as a street team. And I was just one of them kids that was like,
I remember more. I don't even want to go. Most about Chanel, he had the Just for Men going on. For real, he had the Just for Men. You know what I'm saying? He had the Just for Men. I'm every once in a while I rock the Just for Men, but every time I saw Chanel, I saw a little drip coming off the beard. He had the Just for Men.
The Band-Aid. We gonna make fun of you just a little bit, CH. We gonna make fun of you just a little bit.
Shouts out to my man Chanel, man.
The beautiful part of that
Shouts
was
out to him.
Me understanding working behind the scenes of this music industry.
Yeah.
Where I wanted to be, and that's
and then that's the same thing with the radio stations. And again, we're here to talk about the Culture Shock tour and the time we put into the kids and in the schools teaching them about hip hop culture. And I appreciate you guys having me for that. But your props is what you guys are trying to do and creating an industry that's needed here in Omaha. Because you could, from what I understand, you could have left a long time ago.
Oh yeah,
you could have left a long time ago as well. You said you left to come back, but why do we stay here? We stay here because we're trying to create culture for the next up and coming folks.
Fact.
We just don't want to give up.
No, we don't.
We don't want to give up.
Omaha's growing because folks already come in here with money on the investment tip.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of time before somebody comes and goes, oh, this is a hidden gem. Oh, I can do whatever I want to do. Kaboom. And I don't want that to happen.
And do people know that y'all podcasting from an area they used to bootleg liquor from?
No, they the public don't know.
Okay,
we keep it a secret.
Just
like the mob. Don't tell them where we at. Some people know.
Hey, y'all see these bricks? Look up downtown. Look up downtown.
White tan bricks.
Man, just hit a lick.
Look up downtown Omaha back in the early 20s.
If they knew what building we was in, this was not the place for us.
Oh man, no, it was not. Especially when you had Al Capone and those guys coming here back in the day. That's crazy. But yeah, I see what you guys are trying to do. And when I saw some of the finishing product online, that's why I called you. I was like, they really trying to put something together that's dope. And so let me be a part of this dopeness. I was there during the pandemic days when at the crib.
Yeah, man, on that hard ass bench. That was pre-cushion too.
The little booty cheek.
Pre-cushion.
Oh man, and I got the muscly booty. I got the muscle ass. You had me on the hard bench. You had me on the bench.
Stay flexed up. Just to have
you had me on the bench like LeBron James' son. I'm like,
oh
man,
leave Ronnie alone. He getting busy in the G League. See, now LeBron finna come cuss us out.
Man,
what you said.
LeBron better not get in my face. He'll get hit in the balls. As tall as he is. If LeBron was standing next to me, I'll tell him, hey man, please get your balls off my shoulder. As tall as that man is.
I cannot.
LeBron James.
Oh man. So again, continue to do what y'all do. Culture Shock School Tour. We got a new website. And it's cultureshocktour.com. Wow. And what we're doing is we have a Culture Shock School Tour on our website that you can put in a classroom. So if we're talking about b-boying, we have a guy explaining b-boying. You can control it We have it's like a virtual tour online that the schools can use for their classrooms.
Wow.
So we got a DJ explaining how to DJ virtually, and they can control the DJ. We have a graffiti artist that's actually painting that you can control as well. So everything we're doing a virtual school tour through our website, cultureshocktour.com. Which is something which was 3 years in the making, man. It took us 3 years to make that. Wow. But hopefully it's not 3 years behind. But while we're trying to move 3 years forward, because y'all know how technology moves so fast. Yep. But if we had to update it, it would be no problem. But that's something that we're working on getting inside the classes. So if we can't go to your school, we can be still inside your school through our Culture Shock virtual tour.
Okay. Just make sure y'all license that product so y'all.
It's already chinged up.
Yep.
So but see, you need to license that sweater. That Mr. Rogers. See, y'all. Hey, that's a fashion. That's a fashion statement.
This means I'm Poe.
You ain't Poe.
Out, man. Please. Yeah. He kept his hair together.
No, that just
you keep your
this shit just got together last night. I was struggling for weeks. Water black.
Go through that.
Water black.
I got mine together last night too.
Let's just put a glue. Let us do a video with a little glue. Glue slab. I just want to.
I am not putting the helmet on.
Yes,
okay.
You can take it off same day. I just want to try it.
But we got to do it when you got like an important meeting too, and then walk in with some air. Confuse the shit out of everybody.
I want a shag. I want them Texas shags. If y'all gonna put a helmet on me,
want a shag?
I want a shag.
Shit,
man.
we can do it.
I want a shag, boy.
I went on Amazon.
Or you can give me a rat tail in the back.
No, we gonna
give me a rat tail with some beads,
with some waves. Too.
Hey, remember that? Hey, you wasn't here for it, but I remember it was this black dude that worked at Baker's when I was little, and he had a rat tail. He was like bald at the top, and then he had a long braid. Cool brother.
Okay.
He had what's the dude that the kung fu dude from Martin? What was his name?
Oh man, he looked like that.
That's what he had.
Like he was skin bald, like, and then he.
Now, hey, y'all remember those days when they had the product where you could spray your baldness away?
I remember.
Okay, so you was probably too young for that, but you spray your baldness away. Yeah, there was a wrestling coach that I knew that used to put the mud stuff. It wasn't the spray. It was the mud stuff on top of his head. It looked like a pile of shit. Seriously, sitting on his head, and this dude would walk in with this on. And I seen my man recently over the past couple of years, and I asked him, what was that on top of your hair? He said it was his real hair. It did not look like real hair. Because it did not. Because again, that when you got that drip going down your ear, down your sideline, that's it.
That Beijing coming down.
These mugs started at $142 on Amazon.
For the man wig.
Hold on.
Yeah, we'll get it cut. We just need the fro part.
Hey, please.
We just need the fro part.
We can take some yucky hair.
I want a shag. They gonna think I'm from Houston.
Oh,
Houston from Houston. I want a shag.
If you're gonna put that means you from Dallas.
If y'all gonna put a man unit, what?
That's not a Texas style. That's a Dallas style, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Shags and
but
booties.
Isn't Dallas in Texas?
They are, but they are two completely different places.
Oh man,
I'm trying to tell you, two completely different cultures.
Well, man. Okay, well, give me a Dallas shag. Okay, give me a Dallas shag.
And we're gonna put you in a leather short set too, like we used to wear.
Oh man,
nigga was in Texas wearing your leather short.
What? I guess if Pimp C can wear a fur in Texas, I guess I can do it too.
True.
But see, next time I should have came in some biker shorts and jellies on y'all with the ass cheeks cut out. That's what I should have did. Talking about the Culture Shock tour, they would probably took me off there. Like you can't go to school.
Got shut down. Yeah, it's Nebraska, son. You can't come in here like that.
Oh Lord!
Oh, got the cameo cup in the front.
End it all.
He said the cameo cup.
End it all.
Oh man, I cannot go to the schools with some biker shorts on and a cameo cup in the front. Oh man, with some light up jellies. Oh we can't do that. The Culture Shock would be Podcast.
CultureShockTour.com. This is who y'all bringing. Y'all let him in the school for 20 years.
CultureShockTour.com. and I know, because I know we ain't got that longer of a time, but understand this about going into schools and talking to kids. It's the hardest thing to do, to keep kids' attention for even a brief moment. I keep kids' attention for a whole hour.
Wow. With
no problem. And I know some adults, because even when we have some of the adults participate in what we're doing, like if we call kids up to beatbox, we have the principal or the teachers come up and try to beatbox themselves. I've never seen so many grown adults run away from performing in front of children. Anytime, and usually kids, we tell the teachers to come up and participate. They point out their favorite teacher. And I've never seen so many adults shake and run out the gym because they do not want to perform in front of children. So just it's crazy to see. So being in front of it's cool to teach. Teachers teach children. That's a whole different ball game. But being funny or performing in front of kids, a lot of teachers who are grown adults are having anxiety about doing that.
Wow.
So and like some people have anxiety about going and talking in front of adults. It's easy to talk. Once you know how to master talking in front of kids, talking in front of adults is easy. I can have a baldy, or I can have a shag, I can have a wig, I can have a Michael Jackson curl. It don't matter. I can talk in front of anybody, big dog.
Right.
So.
Some jellies.
Light up jellies. and for the record, on y'all podcast, I'm going to tell y'all, if I ever won the lottery, this is what's going to happen. Okay, and the name of the podcast is what?
Streets A&R.
Streets A&R. Okay, here's my Street A&R for you. Okay, if I say the lottery, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care if it's $50 million. I don't care if it's $2 million. I am going to go down Dodge Street, Dodge and 72nd, which is one of the busiest streets in Omaha, right? Right by that crossroad area.
Right.
I'm going to take off all my clothes. Okay? I'm going to take all my clothes off, and I'm going to run like Forrest Gump down Dodge Street with some light up jellies on, because it's going to have to be in the dark.
So then you're going to have to come out with your custom light up jellies.
Oh, it's going to be they're going to be custom. So they're going to be the one that kind of light up in the bottom, as soon as they hit the concrete. But then, because y'all know, I'm going to get arrested. Right?
Right.
Well,
I'm going to get arrested.
All I'm going to say, I hope you get arrested, because once they see you, they going to be like, we finna shoot this, and we is not finna arrest. Like, you got to.
After they arrest me, guess what I'm going to do again? I'm going to get out. Because I'm going to have the money. I'm going to have the money to bail out. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to run. I'm going to go right back to 72nd and Dodge. And I'm going to run naked down 72nd Dodge with some jellies on. And matter of fact, some different colored jellies. Because you know why? I just won the lottery. That's why.
I love it.
That's why I'm gonna do it. And you, ladies and gentlemen, you better hope I never win the lottery. I'm gonna break y'all off, because I'm telling people on y'all podcast.
Listen,
what?
Y'all heard that?
You also got to make sure you playing Bootylicious. So like, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I got to hear that blasting. I don't think you're ready for that jelly.
Okay. If I win the lottery, okay, I will pay you to have a boombox behind me while I'm running.
That means I gotta be in.
Gotta run too.
Come on, man. Come on. Hey, grab the. You're ready. You're ready. Just hold the boombox behind me while I'm running, like Forrest Gump.
So I gotta look at your ass.
I'm paying you though.
True. Seen enough naked ass playing football. One more ain't gonna hurt.
So both of y'all gonna be in jail.
I'm not. I'm like, I was just riding downtown.
Yeah, I was just like, what are you playing the music for? I'm like,
I'm riding downtown. I'm riding my bike.
Well, and before we get out of here, what was the worst thing that happened to you in football? Because they do a lot of your audience know you play football on a high level.
Not necessarily.
Okay, well, guess what?
About it.
This man played football on a high level. Where did you play at? Where did you play at?
I was in college at let me first shout out my high school.
Okay.
Which is funny because it's Robert E. Lee High School.
Hey, that's our slave claim. That's our slave owners.
He would have got his ass whooped. Coming to me in Texas.
Right. And
saying y'all free. Okay.
In
Robert
Kilgore
E. Lee.
College. Shout out to my
They have a statue of Robert E. Lee in front of your high school.
Funny historical fact. Robert E. Lee, the general, told them not to do any of that stuff. He did not want to have his legacy.
You're right.
He didn't want any of
Robert
that.
Robert E. Lee did tell them not to
don't memorialize me like that. He basically was just doing his job.
Wow.
So he didn't want all that. It's the racist people who wanted to memorialize him as a symbol of the Confederacy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They did it against the will of the family. But side note,
and your audience, I think the audience need to know because again, you coming in LA. Do people know how long you was in LA doing your thing before you decided to come back on Omaha?
Nah.
See that man, y'all slipping. Yes, there's a whole bunch of bananas. Let me see all the bananas on the floor. Y'all ain't told nobody what y'all story.
No. I've definitely talked about it.
Yes, ma'am.
A lot of people know. Few people know because I was gone for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then after E gives us the cliff notes about what he does, give us a cliff notes and what you do, and we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up because I think it's important because I think people need to know how important you guys are because again, this is it's important, and even your man behind the camera, he's here for a reason because how long y'all been together?
He been since the inception,
and since the house.
Yeah,
since the house, and what you 2 years in?
Year and a half almost.
See, so hey, football at a high level.
Shout out
ladies
to
and gentlemen.
Ohio University. Went there. That's where I ended. OU. Oh yeah.
Hey.
Thank y'all Nebraska for giving us Coach Solich. Y'all dumbasses. Y'all ain't won shit since.
That's crazy that you went to Ohio. You played football at Ohio when Solich was winning in Ohio. Mm-hmm. And that man, and to me, I find that's deep that you ended up in Omaha doing what you do and did they know your work background? What you do?
Not necessarily.
Man, y'all don't understand how much this man does in this community, and he got time to come over here and sit down on the couch next to your boy. Oh, okay. Just as long as you don't do this.
Oh yeah, FY. You're lucky you can fight, Houston. You're lucky you can fight. Ain't that if Houston sit next to you, you just gotta allow it. I'm sorry, you just gotta allow it.
I love it.
I'll fight with Houston. We'll get in the ring.
But that man, do you understand the level of which even in college, you don't even got to go to the pros for you to get to college, and especially on that level, man, that's crazy. That's a lot to the heart and soul and the mind the mind state that you have to have to play on that level.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's people know some of my story, but it's I didn't stop there. I went to school, went to graduate school. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't know. It's crazy that it's people here know me from different walks of life. So
yeah.
And I ain't been here but 11 years, and they know me from different things. Like I got a whole side that know me from the community doing work in my job or my former job.
Yeah.
And then I got a whole nother side that literally think I'm a DJ and podcaster full time. Like, no, I don't do none of that.
And that's dope. That's what makes the podcast dope because we have a lot of jobs. You're Nigerian and Jamaican.
No, Nigerian and Negro.
Oh, and Cliff Notes for you. So now, what's the Cliff Notes?
Worked behind the scenes at shows in Omaha coming up. Graduated college. Started my own branding.
What college did you go to?
Graduated from UNO, University of Nebraska at Omaha. And then decided to just move out to LA, pack my bags, moved out there.
So you just said, I'm going to go out to LA.
Yes. But before that, I was networking with several different people because I was working behind the scenes of shows. I was taking
here
in town.
Okay, dope.
I was connecting with the publicists, the managers, and all that. So
you was connecting with the most important part of the industry.
Exactly.
Yeah, that people don't understand.
So
that's dope.
Then it led to publicists reaching out to me saying, hey, do you want to be a production assistant on a music video set? Flew out to LA and I was like, okay, it's time to do this. Packed my bags, moved out there, ended up helping build a music tech company, wrote for some artists at Atlantic Records, ran a few music studios, did red carpet events, all that type of stuff, sat in studios with Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, artists like that. And then came back home, got my own creative agency, and just launched Knob Ties Music and Entertainment Magazine.
Wow, that was a pretty tight cliff note.
Cliffhanger.
Wow, that's it. Hey, Stranze, both you guys, Stranze, and he's talking about he poor. You got the head.
Definitely not.
No, stop with your.
Look how clean that is.
Yeah. See that?
I got the least amount of money sitting on it.
I doubt that, but that's dope. And again, thank you guys for having me. Mm-hmm. And again, the Culture Shock School Tour been going strong for 20 years. We've been in the schools, and we love to go to. The reason why I called it the tour is because we want to go to other cities abroad to perform in front of other and go to other cities, to other states, and do this in front of the kids. Yep. And we got plenty of people in the industry that are b-boys, beatboxers, rappers who want to be participants in it.
Yeah.
And if you're interested in doing that, please get a hold of me. You know, I'm on social media, so if you want to get involved in the Culture Shock School Tour. Just hit me up at my email is halexanderomaha@gmail.com. That's my main one that I use if you want to know more about what we're doing in the schools. So and we might have to have you come DJ one of the school tours.
Hey.
So that'll be dope because just to have you just to feel the energy of excited kids about our culture, especially being that age. It's real dope to see. Yeah. But it's real dope to sit down with some folks who are really passionate about what they're doing. So I'm not kissing your asses. I'm just giving y'all props.
Oh, we appreciate it. You give us our flowers, we give y'all flowers.
I just said something about ass and you said flowers. Okay.
Culture Shock Tour is finna go out of business thanks to Houston Alexander.
She said something about, I said ass. And she said flowers.
Roses really smell like boo-boo.
Ooh.
Keep going. We just stop.
Roses really smell like boo-hoo. Okay. See, that's what happened. That's what happened when you got cream boots on. Are they cream or they white? That's what happened. Mm-hmm. Did she just do the Dorothy thing?
Yeah, but you can't go from booty to flowers to cream. Like that's a nasty trio of words.
Excuse me.
On a roll today.
Hey, Chanel, thank you for this particular moment. With your Just for Men.
Y'all got to tell me after this is what, because I don't know them. Just leave it. Leave it. Stop.
I was about to tell all the business right
now. No, stop. You owe young guy some money because he was supposed to be gone an hour ago.
Oh, my bad, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, here,
it's all good.
I got you over here.
Big face one on top.
No, look, that's
Big face one. Big face one.
That's old school. That's old school when you put the one on top.
$1.
That's when you know you're old.
But man,
can I get a Just for Men endorsement? Just for Men. Hey, my bad, dog. But if you're out there listening and you happen to be an executive for Just for Men, I'm trying to get the hookup.
You know they have spoolies now. You can use.
Who what?
Spoolies.
What the hell is that?
Like mascara thingies.
Like a little brush.
A brush. You can use it just for men's now. They got a brush.
No, the Just for Men packet comes with a brush.
Yeah, but you ain't got to do all that. Now it's just a little dipstick, and then you can just brush.
I do got the dipstick.
Yeah, but you got to squeeze out the tube, and you got to do all that.
You do got to squeeze. How you know about the Just for Men?
Hey,
squeeze?
Sometimes females use it for their eyebrows.
She said she was a production assistant.
Secrets of the industry, right there. Use it Just for Men for the eyebrows.
What do you think the assistants did? They did all the assisting of the bullshit
tinting.
That don't get seen.
That's why I laugh. Eyebrow tinting. I'm like, if y'all don't go to the store and get y'all some Just for Men for $9.99 instead of paying $300.
Have you ever being in the industry? You ever see anybody get shaved? The booty cheeks get shaved? You think from being too hairy?
No, I ain't seen it.
Okay, you ain't seen that. See, that's freaky stuff.
That's probably some video vixen stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. But see, hey, you see what's happening to Diddy right now?
I've seen some booties, but I ain't seen none get shaved.
Craziest thing, hey.
Seen them aftershave. That's fine.
Craziest thing you seen in the industry out in LA.
I say the craziest things that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Craziest thing I've seen. I definitely said this on the podcast.
Okay.
I'm at Crazy Girls Strip Club on La Brea.
That's in LA.
In LA, West Hollywood. Me and my homegirls is there. There is literally a rabbi sitting in the back.
With the curls around on his ear?
And the hat.
Okay, all right.
And he asked to suck on my friend's finger in the strip club. But this is what he did. He went in the strip club and he sat in the strip club and he just asked to suck on fingers.
Okay. He was just making it rain with trying to suck on fingers.
He didn't make it rain. He just sat in the back and asked
the
to
strip
suck
club
on
was
fingers.
fine.
And the synagogue was across the street.
See that there you go. See the freaks in the industry.
I can say something, but I'm gonna not say it.
Freaks,
I'm gonna not say it. I'm gonna not say it.
Freaks
But
of the industry.
I'd say the craziest thing that happened to me is just all the sexual favors that were offered to me for an exchange of a really big position in the industry.
Wow, and so that's true.
Very
they
true.
do. Well, okay, well, hey, you got to be careful of who you messing with.
Satanic rituals just to stay famous. Yeah, it's a lot.
So all that stuff out there is
yes. They will get on planes and go to Africa, and I know about good 5 of them.
Boy, they try to Lion King you. They trying to take you out to Africa and hit you with the
I got some stories for you.
Okay.
Don't demonize my people like that.
What?
No. For the demons.
I don't know where in Africa they was going, but a secret location to keep their fame. And after that, a lot of people died.
Okay. On that note.
Well, thank you, Houston, for stopping by and doing what you do, which is a bunch of shit.
We just oh man,
I love it.
Right.
But hey, I'm giving you your booty flowers. So she made that right there.
I'm a visual person.
Yeah,
so
booty,
every time somebody says something,
boom.
That just sounds like a dope ass maternity shit. The booty flowers.
I was literally thinking of a picture in the bathroom or something.
Album cover. Booty
It'd be like the 70s. They had all the crazy album covers. What you mean?
Rudy Ray Moore
shit that don't get talked about.
Rudy Ray Moore. But I appreciate y'all having me on the show and us just sitting down talking the shit.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Man, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for staying tuned with Streets A&R. Make sure you follow us.
You show me an elbow again.
Streets A.
See? That's what you know you G. That's what you know you G.
We on everything but Apple. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, follow, listen, watch, comment, tell a friend and tell a friend. If y'all got a problem with anything said today, you can fight at Houston Alexander. At
don't do it.
Time and make sure no.
I don't fight for free. I don't fight for free.
We didn't say nothing about free. We said, let's do it. We will record it and we will make sure we put those clips on Patreon. And
did they tell you we sparred and you hit me in my grill? Hey, see, he hit me in my grill. Yeah. Nate, let's spar again. We gonna spar again. You hit me. That was hurt. It hurt.
Okay. Yeah, like I'm what I'm running from.
You like, okay, you want to do it again?
See that's a football. That's a college football player's approach. He ain't scared. You ain't never scared. That's why you got the hair, Samson. That's why you got the hair.
Won't be my first time getting whooped in the ring. Like
I didn't say whoop. You hit, man. You hit. You. He gonna tell us, hey man, let's go light. He hits me. Boom.
I did. That's the problem.
Boom. You said go light. You hit me.
We are going light, but we sparring. Man. What are you talking about? Then he just
let this be the first time this been done on anybody's podcast. Flag on the play, punk. You hit me first, hard.
It wasn't hard. That's the problem. It may have hurt, but it wasn't hard.
I can't.
You want another one? Take that.
I ain't gonna lie. I did. It was sparring some of the young guys. I was like, and I hit him. Like, damn, he bleeding. Oh. Shit.
See that?
Yeah, let me.
Cut.
You have to hit her.
Cut. Yeah.
Like, my bad.
Next time y'all go to B&B, whoop his ass. The next time y'all go to B&B, whoop his ass.
Bleed. That's a whole nother conversation. Because I be one podcasters to like start boxing and shit. That shit'll be so much fun.
Sounds fun.
See, and people don't understand.
Really
hey,
what?
I'm biting
I'll be
people.
with that shit.
I'm biting people. Outside the ring, look at me. I'm not fighting fair outside the ring. I'm biting you. I'm biting.
I'm with it. And basketball. We gonna whoop Joe Budden in ass in basketball. Oh my God, we gonna destroy
Joe Budden. He need adjust for men endorsement with his gray beard.
He got enough endorsement.
Your beard is weird.
Salt and pepper.
He need an Emmett Smith endorsement.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out, man. We getting out of here because he gonna keep on.
His hair getting straight on side of his hat.
Pissed off.
Yeah,
leave the man alone, man.
I'm mad.
I gotta up the fee for him on Saturday at the sneaker soiree. I gotta up the fee.
I'm gonna give him a break. I'm gonna give him a tip.
Him off.
I gotta up my babysitting.
Yeah, we got up the fee a little bit.
All right, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, appreciate you, Houston, man. We out of here, man. It's your host, Giddy Jicky with it.
And it's your girl, COB.
Appreciate you, Houston.
Yeah.
Out.
Peace.
The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.